Welcome, everybody. Great evening. You are listening to WNAA 90.1. I am Micah Cannon with the Aggie Pride Show. I'm here with Sydnee Harris, one of our great business leaders on this illustrious campus at North Carolina A&T. Sydnee, how you feeling?
Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a great day. My name is Sydnee Harris Ratliff. I am an honors business marketing student from Kansas City, Missouri.
Okay. So, Sydnee, I got a couple questions for you. I already asked you, how you're doing. You look fantastic, by the way. Very
Thank
beautiful.
you.
As far as you as a person, you already said you're from Kansas City. Are you a Chiefs fan?
Go Chiefs. What you know about them Chiefs?
My goodness.
Now, okay, I'm one of the Chiefs people who doesn't watch the game. But I watch the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, she gets to do that. I'm from Atlanta. I don't get to watch the Super Bowl, unfortunately, because
Yeah,
my
'cause
team
you
is
guys-
never there.
Yeah, you guys are losers.
My team is never there. Hey, we're not losers. We're not losers. We're not losers. But getting off of that topic, as far as pursuing business, what made you want to do that? What made you want to say, I want to go into business. I want to possibly be a business owner, help other business owners. What was your motivation towards pursuing business?
So I've always been an entrepreneur, like since I was young. And I remember the first time that I really got introduced to entrepreneurship, it was through my brother.
Uh-oh.
My brother, he would sell like wash jeans and socks in high school.
Okay, brother, shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you, brother. I love you. And I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. And my mom, she was one of those type of mothers was like, "Do you have McDonald's money?" And I didn't have McDonald's money. So I'm like, okay, my brother's selling stuff. He's making money. I'm like, okay, let me start selling something.
Right.
And the first thing that I ever sold at school was fruit snacks.
Fruit snacks? Oh,
Yes.
so, okay, you're one of those people.
I was one of
See,
those.
in middle school, they used to always have, like, kids that would sell candy and all that stuff. And they eventually outlawed it, but they would, like, sneak and, like, they would open up their bag. Be like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
I
bro."
was one of those.
Oh, my goodness.
The teachers could not stop me.
I mean, I always love those, bro. See, personally, I'm a heavier kind of guy, bro. I liked my candy in middle school. I will not be ashamed. My candy in middle school was fantastic, bro. But you said your brother sold wash jeans,
Yes.
cloths, all that stuff. Where's your brother right now?
He's in Kansas City. He's a barber.
Oh,
Yes.
he's a barber now.
Yes,
This
he's
is
a barber.
You are a very skilled individual, brother. If you happen to listen to that, like, you're a barber, you're a salesman, you're a businessman, like, man,
He doing it.
he's really that guy, huh?
He's doing it.
He's really that guy, huh? So as far as the name Silky, because I know that you're called Silky Treats on Instagram. You're called The Silky on
The
Instagram.
one and only Silky.
Indeed. Where did the name Silky come from? And I'm going to
Okay.
tell the audience a little bit more about it and more about the business later, but where did the Silky name come from?
Okay. So Silky came from another business.
Another business.
And that business was named Silky Designs.
Okay.
And I sold bonnets and do-rags. And it was like the bonnets and do-rags that had designer brands on it.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, Silky Designs, because it has designs on it. The bonnets and do-rags, they're silky. And then once I started selling those in school, people started calling me Silky.
Oh.
So like my name around school was like Silky. And I kind of stuck with it. Like that
Oh,
was like the
Lord.
personality. People didn't even know what I looked like, but they knew like, oh, that's Silky. Like,
That's kind of how it is for me here, because everyone calls me like Micah J. Cannon or MJC now. Like, people barely call me by my first name anymore. And
Yeah.
you're saying people called you what was this, middle school, high school?
middle school and high school. So
Middle
I
school
went
and high
to
school.
middle school and high school with the same people. So from 5th through 12th grade, I was with the same people. Yeah.
I wish I had that. See, what happened to me, I went to elementary school right next to my eventual high school, but then I went all the way like 10 miles away to a middle school called Davis.
Wow.
And then I came all the way back to that high school, so I kind of had to reconvene with those people. And eventually, they were like, "Oh my God, MJC, Micah J. Cannon, all that stuff." But this is not about me. This is about you. So we're gonna continue. I know that you have Silky Treats,
Yes.
right, where you make all the cakes and foods and all that stuff. Shout out
Yes.
to that. How did you get into the cooking? Like, was cooking a hobby? Was it just something you love to do? Did you want to serve the community? Like, how did you get into it?
So when I was younger, I was just always creative in the kitchen.
Right.
So I would spend a lot of time over my grandmother's house. And she would just let me just do whatever I want in her kitchen.
Shout out to Grandma.
Yes. I call her Yaya though.
Oh,
And
shout out Yaya then.
yes. And I would make salsas. So every week that I would go over there, I would tell her my idea, and then she would order everything for it from Amazon or go to the store or whatever. And I would just be creative. And then Silky Treats actually started around my birthday during COVID, and I
Right.
made chocolate covered strawberries.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Were they good?
They were great.
They were great.
I'm not going to lie, they were a little ugly, but they tasted really good.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
So I've done some extensive research.
Right, right.
Delved into a couple of things, a couple IGs, a little bit of the internet stuff and your internet presence.
Oh, that's scary.
I didn't find anything incriminating, trust me.
Okay.
But I did find that you did heel dancing.
Yes.
And I was immediately intrigued. I was like, how in the world did she come across heel dancing? You know, you hear of tap dancing, you hear of the spinning and the moonwalking, but you don't hear about heel dancing often.
Yeah.
So how did you get into that? Was it a form of expression? What was it for you?
So hill dancing is a little sensual, it's a little different.
Right.
But it all started in high school. So my senior year, I took a hill dancing class, and it was something that was on my bucket list to do. And when I took the class, it was amazing. Like, I felt inspired. I was watching everybody dance, and I felt like such a beginner, and almost, I'm not going to say like I didn't belong, because I definitely felt like I belonged, but
Right.
it was just scary because
Right,
I'm not a
right,
real
right.
dancer, and these people dance for celebrities.
Oh man.
Yeah. So after I took that class, though, I was addicted. So I found somebody else's class actually in Kansas City, and I started taking her class religiously. And then when I came here to NCAT, I couldn't find a hill dancing class.
Oh,
And
man.
that really broke my heart, because I'm like, I need that same community. I need that same impact. And when I didn't find it, I made it. And I made my own community. I made my
your
own
own
group.
community and your own team. Right.
Yes.
So about that group, don't want you to name drop. You know, we don't need anyone else's business out there. High discretion, of course.
Yes.
But
Discretion.
who are these people on your team and in your community? Are they friends to you? Are they just close people that you may have grown up with? Like, who are they to you?
So how my dance group works is I do a dance class every so often, every blue moon. And in that class, I have 2 videographers, and then I work with a choreographer, and we create the choreography for the class, and I help her teach it. And then we do a group discussion at the end of the class, just to empower all of the attendees and make it more impactful than just dancing.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, that's...
Right. Okay. As far as self-expression, because I know that that's something that you take a lot of pride in.
I do.
I think it's pretty clear, you know, the dancing, the heel dancing, but not even that, just the baking and the business and the ability to articulate what you want to do really, really well. I think that's very important. So maybe how did you find that? How did you find that bravery to want to go out and express yourself to other people?
Yes. Well, being creative is like inside of me. Like, I've always been creative, and my family gave me that opportunity to be creative. They always let me be creative with everything I wanted to do, and they've always supported me in that.
Right.
And I've also built a great network and friend group where they support me as well.
Indeed.
So I've always felt confident in my creative abilities because, you know, I have people backing me.
Right.
So.
Right. For everyone listening out there, man, the company you keep is incredibly important,
Yes.
especially when you get into college and into high school. You know, all the people, there are going to be enough people. There's already enough people holding you back, right? There's already that negative voice in your head that can sometimes hold you back. You need
Yes.
people that are going to push you forward. And I just happen to be someone who thinks Sydnee is going to succeed. And that's
Yes,
why
well,
she's
thank
here with
you.
us.
Thank you.
Okay, so on social media, you have Silky Treats. And I saw on Silky's Treats one of the reels where this girl was like, oh my God, you guys got to go get
Yes.
this. You got to go eat this. Earlier that day, you were talking to me about it. It's like, man, when are you going to buy something? Yada, yada, yada. I'm like, I got something for you. Trust me, I do.
Right.
I'd actually went to the stew that day and didn't see you. I was like, what?
I sell out quick.
Oh, I can tell.
It's good.
Indeed. But how did you get into that? Was it a hobby for you? Was it just something you wanted to do? How did you get into it?
Well, like I said previously, I've always been in the kitchen.
Right.
Yeah, so I've always been creative in that way. But I started Silky Treats by accident, I would say.
By accident?
I made chocolate covered strawberries for my birthday during COVID.
Ooh.
And my family found out about it. And you know how family is.
Right.
They talk.
Indeed. Indeed.
So once they started to talk amongst each other, the word spread, and I was like, okay, I got something here. And then I brung it to school because kids are hungry.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I know I was hungry in school, man.
Yes. Even though I was selling stuff, I was hungry too. So so once I brung it to school, like, people really started to support me, and I seen there was a customer base and there was a need for it. So, I just kind of ran with it, and
Indeed.
Silky Treats.
So you started selling in high school?
Yes.
And then you just brought it along to college?
Yes.
Okay, so...
Just kept going with it.
Indeed, indeed. So speaking of college, I want to know, how does it feel supporting and selling to Aggie students?
It feels amazing.
Feels amazing.
Yes, the Aggie pride is like no other.
Man, the community here
Yes.
it's just like, because I was one of those kids, like, everyone thought I was going to go to like a really, really big school. Like, I was pen and paper away from going to University of Southern California, right? And what happened is I came here to North Carolina A&T, and you know what people typically think, it's like, it's Greensboro, it's not going to be much for me to do, it's going to be boring.
Did that Aggie spirit hit you?
Oh yeah, I came in, man, and it was just a whole different energy. I felt a lot of support, people wanting you to succeed, and plus it was our people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It hits different.
It's nothing like our people.
Right. It hits different when it's your own people. And I'm from Atlanta, where there are a lot of our people. A lot of super successful people too. And man, I can't even explain it. It was just something there that I had to go and explore. So anyone listening that has the Aggie pride and went to North Carolina A&T, shout out to you, because, man, y'all bring the energy like crazy out here.
Yes, and if you're an Aggie listening, can I get an Aggie pride?
Indeed. Little Aggie pride. I like my All right, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. So, know about Silky Treats and what you have done now already, and it's been fantastic. Yes. What do you plan on doing for the future? And by the future, I mean the rest of your time at NCAT. So about, 2.5 or so years. Yeah. What's your plan for the future?
We're almost out of here. Well, my plan is I want to turn my business into a protein business.
Right.
So, specifically, I want to start making cereal treats that contain a high amount of protein, but they're also inspired by flavors in the Black community.
Ooh.
Yes, made by a Black woman and for the Black community.
What would some of these flavors be?
Banana pudding, red velvet, butter cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can't, list out all the flavors. I gotta.
Hey, she might be making a sale here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying. You see me around the stew a lot.
We don't have the product yet, but you can be a tester.
Oh, a tester?
Yes.
May have to look into that. I know we just talked about your plan for the next 2 years. What is your grand master plan? Everyone asks, what do you want to be? And I'll start with that question. What do you want to be? Then we're going to go into who you would like to be.
Yes. I'm just going to answer that all in a bundle. My grand master plan is really just to have Silky Treats be an empire.
Right.
And I want to be a leader through that brand. So Silky Treats is going to be something for my kids and my kids' kids.
Generational wealth?
Yes. We're breaking the generational curse, honestly. I don't want my kids to ever think about finance in a negative way. So in my community, I see myself really just being that figure for young Black women specifically, because growing up in Kansas City, I didn't see a lot of representation of Black excellence.
Oh, yeah.
And
unless you're Patrick Mahomes.
Well, I'm not Patrick Mahomes, but I am Silky. So
take that, Patrick.
Yeah. So, but I really just want to create that community, create that unity between us, because I know people want it, and I know that it's going to be there once I create it.
Right.
But Silky Treats is just going to be that lead way for me to do so.
So do you want to like stay in Kansas City and be kind of planted there, or do you want to maybe go to a different place and kind of just, be like, I'm from Kansas City just like you guys. I don't live here right now, but I'm from Kansas City just like you guys.
I'm moving. I mean, I already left technically.
Right.
You see, I'm here in North Carolina,
Indeed.
but I don't really see myself moving back, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But I will be back, for my family and friends and community work.
Right. Okay, just for one more question, because my dad asks me this all of the time. How has college impacted your perspective so far?
Everybody did not grow up the same.
Man, tell me about that.
Everyone has different parents.
Oh, yeah.
Really, you really see that when you have roommates or just when you just matriculate through campus.
Right.
Everybody moves differently and has different morals, so you can't really think that everyone is going to be like you.
Right.
And you can't communicate and always be you. But,
right.
You can't treat everybody the same.
Yeah. That's one lesson. That's one lesson I really had to learn, bro. Because, I come here with big dreams, talking about I want to be this, that, and the third. Yeah. And for the first time in my life, I had people telling me to calm down. And I was like,
not everybody gonna see it.
Yeah, not everyone's gonna see it, man. And it's crazy because you wish everyone had that freedom. You wish everyone had that expression. You see the world today, and you feel like more people
I wish everyone was driven.
Want to live that free, should want to drive. And I even saw something today where a man said he's surprised at how many people want to do extraordinary things but keep their normal habits.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, in order to do something great, you have to develop great habits. You have to think greatly of yourself. You have people coming with all the insecurities. They're like, man, what if I don't look good enough? Or what if I don't talk good enough? Or what if I'm not skinny enough? Or what if I'm not big enough?
So many thoughts moving through your brain always.
Right.
But when you have big goals and different goals, you got to do something different. You can't be doing the same thing and expecting a different result.
Indeed. And to everyone listening, to anyone listening, man, just know that you are enough. You look beautiful or handsome the way you look, right? I know. I think I look beautiful and handsome. You that girl, you that dude. Go in and do your dreams, bro.
Yes,
go in
after
college,
it.
do something great. Go after it.
People want to see you win.
Right.
And the craziest thing is some of the people who you don't think are looking at you, they're looking at you.
Oh, yeah.
They're waiting for you to win, and you're really just a lead weight for them.
Yeah. We always underestimate our own influence.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just so many people that can get greatness out of something that you would deem as regular. You see it in other people, but it's almost hard to see it in yourself sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you need somebody else to tell you you're great. You're really doing something amazing. So I agree with that.
Indeed. Well, Sydnee, it was fantastic having you.
Thank you.
I was, man, and for the first interview, bro, for you to come through and pull up, it was amazing. I really, really do enjoy it. I can't thank you enough.
I enjoyed this conversation a lot. Thank you so much for having me.
I call myself a little conversationalist every now and then.
I
like to
a yapper.
Yeah, communicate through the airways. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thank you, Sydnee, for being here. Go ahead, tell them who you are real quick.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed this conversation. And once again, my name is Sydnee Harris Ratliff. I am an honors business marketing student from Kansas City, Missouri, and a business owner.
Yes, indeed. Now, can I get an Aggie pride?
Aggie pride?
Yes, indeed. You guys heard it. Thank you for listening. Stay blessed. Stay safe. I know that hurricane is out there, so please, get at your family members. I hope everyone stays safe. Once again, I'm Micah Cannon. You're listening to WNAA 90.1, the Aggie Pride Show. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.